Jesus the Healer, Fifth Sunday in Ordinary Time. Today's first reading is from the book of Job. This book describes the intense suffering of a just man who loses his wealth, he loses his children, and he loses his health. Job even develops sores and boils all over his body that some identify as a form of leprosy. The gospel passage presents Jesus as a healer of physical diseases like Job's, and presents Jesus as a healer of spiritual illnesses, in particular those that may be caused by evil spirits. When listening to passages that describe Jesus as a healer, some of us may react by asking ourselves, why doesn't Jesus heal me? I have asked him many times. Some of us may have even gone to a special place known for its healings, like Our Lady of Lourdes, asked Jesus to be healed there. And yet, perhaps we were not healed, at least not as we would have liked to be healed. A response to the mystery of why God allows us to remain ill without removing our illness, despite being asked many times, is found in two Hebrew names for the Son of God, Jesus, Yehoshua in Hebrew, and Emmanuel. In Hebrew, Jesus or Yehoshua means God saves, or Yahweh is salvation. The Hebrew word Emmanuel means God is with us. Today's gospel passage presents Jesus as fulfilling in a concrete way the very meaning of his name Jesus, which, as we know, means God saves. And Jesus does so by delivering people from illness. He heals Simon Peter's mother-in-law from a fever, and Jesus heals other people who are suffering from physical, mental, or spiritual illness, and he frees them, he liberates them from their illness. However, may we not forget that when Jesus was on the cross, he chose not to even save himself from the painful experience of crucifixion, nor to save the man on his right and the man on his left, who also were being crucified. On the cross, Jesus fulfilled his role as Emmanuel, as a God who suffers with us, as a God who is present with us in the midst of every pain we experience, but also every joy we experience, because he has taken on our human flesh, and he has taken all the pain, all this joy associated with bodily creatures. And may we not forget, as bodily creatures, we will one day die. And Jesus invites us to be with him, to cling to him, to bring our death with him. As the Catechism, the Catholic Church clearly and so succinctly states, moved by so much suffering, Christ not only allows himself to be touched by the sick, but he makes their miseries his own. He takes our infirmities and bore our diseases. But he did not heal all the sick. His healings were signs of the coming of the kingdom of God. They announced a more radical healing, the victory over sin and death through his Passover. On the cross, Christ took upon himself the whole weight of evil and took away the sins of the world, of which illness is only a consequence. By his passion and death on the cross, Christ has given a new meaning to suffering. It can henceforth configure us to him, unite us with his redemptive passion. End of quote. Jesus Emmanuel, we believe that in the midst of life you are there with us. You, Jesus, are ever present at the deepest level of reality, offering to us your love and inviting us to transform whatever we experience by uniting our lives as they unfold to your divine life. God bless.